Here we've got my 1987 F250. This is a 4-speed with a 6.9 diesel. If you're here for 720s, don't worry, 720s aren't going anywhere. I just do a lot of full-size stuff and wanted to add some stuff to the channel. So this unit here had been sitting in a hole for about 8 years. Drug it out of that hole. Ran when parked, you know, the batteries went bad or whatever, so threw some batteries at it. Obviously we still got some work to do. The old minty fresh jumper cables going here. Had to put some new ends on there, changed all the fluids, did the belts and hoses, fuel filter and whatnot, and she fired right up. It was pretty impressive, yeah. And had a couple of injector line leaks and whatnot. We're gonna need a full injector kit here. We still got a little bit of weeping going on back there on the driver's side. I'll have to get that taken care of. That lets a lot of air into the system, and then you get hard starts. Had a big ugly rack on the back, had a slip tank, but the slip tank got filled up with water. Had 4 different tires on it, so it was all sitting cattywampus and whatnot. So I had to throw some wheels and tires at it just to get her rolling level. Had a wheel actually kind of fallen off, had to resolve that. That was pretty exciting. Got some center caps for that. I just wanted to test in my bearings down there and get those all checked out. Can't do that with center caps on. The tailgate fell off immediately when I opened it. It was pretty hilarious. Just hit the ground like it. But got that working fairly good here. Look at that. Tailgate works. Pretty mint when your tailgate works. Got both fuel tanks working. The gauge even responds. The seat was a bit of a mouse hotel. Actually, the entire rig was a mouse hotel. So we got the crispy plastic seat cover going on here. We got a couple of things to work on in here, but you know, she's pretty good. A bit of a windshield crack going on there, but not the end of the world. Got the old plexiglass slider going on here. That's pretty sweet. Might do something about that. Got the light working good. Yep, ready to go. Don't know what the deal is with this. Somebody decided to modify the bed a wee bit, I guess. That's really beautiful. Also, the bed is just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at the work and the character on this thing. I mean, that is texturized patina right there. We got some holes for a 5th wheel hitch. We had a bed crane going on there at some point. Put a nice dent in the old unit. Got a little bit of a dent going on there. Believe it or not, I pressure washed this, and it looks like it could need to be pressure washed again, but that's what you get for pressure washing in the dark, I guess. We got some pretty specky dents going on here. The front diff is absolutely toast. I mean, there is nothing going on in the front diff. But the hubs are good. Got some nice Warren manually locking hubs on here, so that's pretty exciting. Looks like it got debadged by a tree, so always a good time. Had the classic mouse nest in the air filter when I went to take a peek at her, but the old shop vac took care of that pretty good. Got a couple of antennas that go to absolutely nothing, so that's real fun. Yeah, good action on them too, kind of get them whipping in the breeze there. Always a good time. Got a little bit of a body panel massage going on here from a tree at some point, I figure. A little more tree debadging going on right here. Those trees, they'll just really do wonders for your body work. Everything is real nice and square, as you can see right here. Square, just like a circle. Most of the doors are kind of working more or less, which is pretty exciting. The windows, you just don't put them down and they stay up. Still a couple evidence of the old mice going on in there. That's real exciting. The transfer case seems to work. The transmission had no oil in it, but it works good. Absolutely mint. I mean, the transmission is surprisingly tight. I mean, look at this. I mean, that's just unbelievable right there. I mean, look at that. That's a gear right there if you could find one. Yeah, I mean, that's just crazy. What is that? Oh, would you look at that? We even got a reversal. Yep, nice and tight, nice and tight. We got these bed hooks going on here. Got some nice wood screws going into them. Always a good time. Matching funny business going on right here. I don't know what the deal is with that. We don't have a lot of rust. I mean, we got a wee bit of rust, and again, we're just about as straight as a circle on the line here, so that's pretty good. We got the wing windows. We got factory air conditioning, but somebody adjusted the air conditioning out. Don't know what the deal is with that. Radio don't work, but you wouldn't be able to hear it anyway. It's just a real paint shaker. Was able to pull this here grill out of a wrecking yard. Got a good deal on that. They just had on the shelf, it was shrink wrapped. Something's kind of adjusted here. Getting this headlight pointed in a little bit. I figure a little bit more of that tree body work. We got an absolutely beefy bumper on here. Also, this winch mount is flexible. We got the flexible winch mount going on here. Always a good option to have that flexible winch mount. The bumper gives it a bit of an underbite look. The nice thing is it gives you a nice stair to work on. The rig, you know, you can put your feet up there and get into the hood. It's pretty nice. I think that's probably what they were thinking when they engineered that unit. Just give yourself a built-in step stool. We got windshield wipers that are a good 15 years old. I mean, I went through the car wash and turned those units on, and there wasn't anything happening. It was better just to leave them alone. You could see better with the wipers off. It was real fresh. Don't know quite what's going on here with this tail light. Kind of looks like it got over toasted a wee bit. The previous owner gave me a heads up that the factory bumpers on these aren't that durable. I think he gave that a good test. The rear pinion seal was shot and the nut backed off so far that the drive line was bumping around and smacking the muffler. Gonna need a new exhaust soon, but you know, that's just all in good time. Had a nice bit of water in the rear diff there when I went and took a look at that, but got her all put back together, cleaned up and painted up. This hitch here, very interesting. We've got a bit of angle iron welded to the factory bumper, welded to the hitch. The hitch is kind of welded to the frame, but kind of bolted to the frame, but some of the bolts have fallen out, so it's just kind of there, but it's also not there. So the diff breather was so packed full of dirt that you just couldn't. So had to blow that out with an air compressor. That was real exciting. We got a good array of holes pre-drilled in the side of the bed here. Should be ready to go for just about anything you could dream of. Haven't tested the parking brake yet because I'm scared to, so just carry around the parking brake. We're gonna give the old unit a fire up here and see if the key works. The key works sometimes and the key don't work other times. It's just kind of a roulette, you know, just gonna see what happens. And there you have my 1987 F250 6.9 liter diesel 4-speed. We're going to be doing quite a bit more work on the unit in the near future, so keep your eyes peeled and make sure and subscribe for more videos of this unit. As always, I'll still be doing 720 Nissan Datsun stuff. I just wanted to share some of the full-size stuff I was working on too, because you know, it's always nice to have a full-size around. So I'll see y'all in the next video.